channel. Welcome to today's session. The today's session is on painting of landscapes. There was slight delay. So let's start quickly. Those of you who are joining for the first time, we have art sessions every week and in which different art forms are connected. The upcoming sessions will be exciting one. So today's session is on painting of landscape. Whenever we paint any landscape, then we have to just get a short pencil sketch, and when we do pencil sketch, the pencil drawing should be light so that the pencil marks are not visible. Yes, those of you who are connected on YouTube, you can type your queries. Those who are on Zoom, I can hear you. So I am just making a rough lining of the drawing which I want to create. It is a landscape, so you will not be able to see, but I will show you a close-up of what I am drawing. So when we use watercolor, we generally make a soft pencil mark so that the lining is not visible. Most of the things I will do, they will be with color only. So avoid the use of too much of pencil. And this portion which I am doing now, this is a sort of bridge, and here I have to draw just a outline of the drawing with light pencil. And there is again a water scene because everyone likes that. You can see the drawing is very light, but let's start and we'll try to finish it fast so that you have an idea how it is done. So we normally start from the lighter area. So I am painting the top part of the drawing where the sky has to be shown. So you will see that the color use is very light. And the area which I want to create white, I have left it, and the other area I am doing with the brush. The whole sky it is a daytime, so the sky will be having a light blue shade. And the area which is in the center, it is having blue in it. This side there is a tree which will be having slight tone of blue, so we will do that, but let's create a soft light blue background. Over this I will create that effect of the tree which is far away, so the colors used should be light. And then we will move to the dark shade when we come to giving detail. So when we use watercolor, you are seeing that I am using colors, but the color use is very light. Maybe you are not able to see, but you will see the effect soon when I will give detail. And the colors I am just putting less, and there is more of the watercolor, more of the water. That is why we call them watercolors. So first layer has to be kept light. Now the trees also have to be painted. The top of the tree will be kept light, and there is use of yellow which I am doing to create the top part of the tree. And just see the effect of tree which has to be done. In between you will leave some areas light. and the right side of the drawing and painting will be dark. The tree is bent towards one side, so on the right side you will see that I have painted dark, and on this side of the tree it is lighter tone. When I am the which color I am using and which shades I am mixing, so there is a color chart whose link I will put below this video. This is the color chart, and these are the colors which I am using. These colors are numbered, you can see 6, 7, 8, 9. So I am using this portion of the chart for creating the shade. How do you get this shade? How do you get this shade? You will see that there is a number mentioned here, 1 plus 7, 1 plus 8, 1 plus 9. What is 1 plus 8? There are some numbers mentioned here on the left side. You can watch this video. I'll put that video link in this below this. You will get an idea. Now I will be working and I will describe this color chart which I have shown you just now is a very important tool. This maybe you will not find anywhere. This tool will help you in selecting the color. You will get an idea of how do you select the color and how do you mix the shade. You have to make as it is described. Watch the video, you will get an idea how do you create it. And when you will create it, you will have an idea that whenever next time you will do a painting, you will have a shade card which will help you to create the exact shade which is in the drawing. So I am doing the lighter part of the drawing. And then I will move on to the darker area of the drawing. There is blue used there. On this side there is use of dark green and blue also, which is showing merging of the yellow of the tree with the background. So what I have done, I am putting the color and the water is spreading and it is mixing it. The lower side of this tree, I want to show that there is dark green. So I am putting the color and watch how the color brush. I am moving the brush randomly. Here and this side. The left side of the drawing has got water and there are trees also. The tree is bent towards the lower side. Now use green and then use the shade which is bent. Now the lower side of the tree has to be yes. Now don't keep the same shade everywhere, and this side of the trees will have a darker shade, so I have changed the shade. Whenever you are shading and you are mixing two areas, then leave a short area gap between so that the colors do not mix up. So I'll moving it fast, but you can see the steps. This is not a fast forwarded video. You will be able to watch step by step how it was created. Now this area I am making it wet, and I have applied a green, but there is more of water in it. So when we spread the water will take its own position and it gives a natural shade. Some parts I want the colors to mix up, so I am deliberately doing it. Towards the top I want to show bluish tone, and now just see what I am doing. This is the top of the tree, which is actually green, but it is towards the top of the tree, so some of the color is merging with the background. Therefore the effect of blue is coming with light green also in the background. This is the tree part done. Now let's quickly move on to the lower area in which there is a sort of lake. So there is water here, and the water I am using water only for spreading it. Now there is a type of bridge here, so you will see that I am leaving some areas and I am painting with the other area. So this is just because there is, I want to show that the bridge is having white, otherwise I can show it with brown effect. Here I am just spreading this color. So initially we apply a light tone. Over this, when we will create another tone, then the color will be automatically merged. So towards the right, the water is having a, this area of the water is dark green. So I have used green by mixing the shades. You can check the color chart 3+1. So first I have applied a layer and now I am spreading it. And while I am doing it, some areas I am leaving it white in between to show the highlight. In between you can add a little bit of yellow ochre for creating a different shade. On the right side there is a dark tone. So here there is a darker area of the tone which has to be done. Now watch, some areas I have left and some areas I am doing full dark green, but the flow is horizontal like this, which is showing that there is some water, and on the left side the shade will change slightly because it is more towards the lighter side. The light is coming from this side, so this area will have some blue effect. Here there will be same green, the reflection of the tree, and the reflection of the tree will be now this white area I have to shade, but it will be shaded with a different color, and the linings which I have left, they will create a short tone on the water. First layer will be done. Here there is some blue I have to use, so everywhere green will not be there. The use of blue is there, which is important. There is a bit of light tone here, the water is spreading, and the water which I am merging, it is helping me to create a natural tone. Now there is some greenery here, there is some bush, so I am doing both. This is the end of the water area, and there is this part is the ground, so here I have to use more of yellow. Towards the top the shade will be lighter. So alternate shade, dark against light, that has to be done. So this is first layer. When we move in watercolor, we shift areas because the sheet is small, so I have to move fast because the upper area must have dried, so I'll get time for the lower area. The first layer is applied, then we come to the upper area. Here there is use of green is blue and yellow has been mixed. In the lower side I will put the green. Upper side second tone, which is the lighter tone. Then we will mix the brush with the help of brush. Now just merge with the brush. So what will happen, the dark green and the light green will merge, and keep leaving some areas white, meaning you don't color there. Now the upper area The third tone, you will use lighter tone here. So first coat applied, there is this area is left. Now I am doing shade in the middle area. In this, the green is not light green, it will be slightly dark because this area is far away from the eyes. Near the tree there will be some bushes, so the bush effect I am creating. Towards the right side of the tree, towards the left side of the trees, there is bush. Now some areas I have left, as I was telling you, I have left them white, and now here the color is soft. There will be more use of clear water. So I am creating alternate shades. This side I will use bright yellow, and just it is in the background, and the ground is there, but the background of the bushes is there. We will give detail after this has dried. This part is having so you can see the now on this side this is ground area, so this has to be differentiated. And there will be tone of some green. There will be a shadow of the tree, soft shadow of the tree with ground in the background. So this green has to be done, and keeping in mind that the colors do not mix. Now first part has been done. Now I will be using the tree areas I have to do. The tree will be done with, you have to use brown, then mix a little bit of green or green also. So you have to add green. Trees are, everyone does the mistake that some most of the people, not everyone, but you try to put too much of brown. Brown is there, but when the tree is dried, then only. Otherwise, we have to use green. And the brown which I have used in this also, I have added green. First layer I am applying, which is light. The branches are there which will be moving through the leaves. So in the upper part, watch what I will do. I will try to create the branches in between with the help of a dark shade. And you will not continue branches everywhere. You will have to move by leaving space. To show that the leaves are passing through the branches. Branches are passing through the leaves. So continuation of the branches will be done in such a way that it does not look artificial. It's not artificial. And when we go up, the branches should become thin. That also is another important thing. Some of the colors, the darker shade, I am not putting too much of dark. Now keep some areas alternate dark. When we go up, the tree branches, the roots, the branches will become thin and they will become dark. Now watch what I am doing to create the effect of a tree which is bent. I had already done here light green. Over this I am putting a shade of blue in the lower side, the edge of the branches of the leaf. So when I will do this, it will give that the lower side of the tree is away from light. So those of you who are watching it, what everyone is doing, they are, whoever is coming on the channel, they watch it and it is open for everyone. You can try to sketch or draw. If you are watching a portrait session, then watch the video and try to sketch it. Then there is a mail given below the video. You can send your drawing on the email for any guidance. Paint and then draw, paint, sketch and draw it on the draw and send on the mail. Then you will be guided. So you have to follow the steps. All the drawings which you are seeing, they are step by step. There is no fast forwarded. So you will get an idea that how do you give detail. Now here I am using water and I am spreading it. Towards the top, too much detail will not be required because it is far away. So just use washing area technique and shade some areas with just water. Now the left side, the right side area is away from light, so here the shading will be slightly dark. You can put blue in the outer ends, and towards the lower side you can put dark, and these will be in the form of branches which are having leaves. Some of the branches of the tree have to be shown from the lower side also, and they will be thin. Now this is what I was saying. Now the color has dried, so I am trying to create bush effect with dark tone. So this area which is light will be left in the light, and now moving on to different areas. Since I have started from the top, let's move it fast. Now coming to the next tree which is there, here also the shading will be kept light first. There are two sections of the tree, so both will be done light. Once the color dries, then we can give it a darker shade. And of course the branches, now you are seeing alternate tones I am applying. Some areas will be dark and some will be light. Again, in this, the lower part of the tree will have bluish tone mixed with green, again to show that the lower side of the leaves are in darkness. So the movement of the brush you can observe, it is randomly doing. Now if you want to create a perfect realistic effect, then this same watercolor will be done step by step, and it may take many hours. So since it is a live session, I don't want to make it lengthy. So maybe people who are demanding that we want to join for as long session, so we can have a plan. Then detailing and a realistic effect I can show you. So right now there is use of green, a use of blue also. Towards the top there is use of more of the yellow, and some areas will be dark green. Towards the lower side it will be dark, but from the top you will show that they are yellow. And when you will shade it, then some areas have to be shaded with light yellow. Then now this has been done. I'll move on to the lower part, which is the water. And since it has been done earlier, it has dried. Now giving the detail to it. So the edge of this land area will be dark. And just see how do you do it. I have applied. Now I am spreading the outer edges with brush which is dipped in water. So when you do it, then what happens, the outer area becomes washed. See one more time. This is the inner shading of a area which is having darkness. So you apply the color. Some areas you will do it, not everywhere. In between you have to leave areas white also. Towards this side also there is a shade which is green, but it is not very dark green. So you can keep changing. If you are using a dark tone and you want to use light tone in between, like I am working on green and I don't have to use, I started with light tone. I am changing the water also. If you want, you can change the water in between. Don't use the same water, because we tend to become lazy with that, I would say. But if you feel that the color of the container in which you have kept water has changed, change it. This is the water area where the shading is being done, so that the water looks greenish and it shows the reflection of the upper trees which are there. Plus I want to show the water is still, it is not moving. Now towards the lower end the shading on the green will be dark. Now you are seeing every step You must try what you are seeing, because you are not missed anything. Wherever you have doubt, you can replay and watch it. You will get an idea that how I am creating the shade. It might be looking, I won't say complicated, but yes, if you feel it is, you can just watch the replay again. So this is the effect of water which has to be created. Now toward the lower side, I want to use blue. Blue is there to show that there is reflection of the sky now. And again here I have left some areas for blue only. Now this part of the land is, we will finish it fast. This part will have dark tone. So add blue, yellow to create green, and then the A shading will be done in such a way that you have some green also. This is just the background of the green bush which I will create. There was a dark effect which I wanted to create here, so I had left some areas for marking that there is a dark effect. This is the left side land area which is barging into the water, and towards the top then I have to show that the color is merging. So I will merge the color with the help of brush dipped in water, and the color has spread. This is the far away effect of the lake. So here you have to use blue, but use a bit of green. So we will wait for this. I want to show a bridge is here, so let me make it dry. In the meantime I will finish the other areas. Wherever the color has dried, we can give detail in that area. this is the thing effect which I have to create. So just move the water shading in this way, zigzag, and put a line through it. When you do this, it will give the effect of ripples, soft ripples on water. Like see here, this is dark one, there is a dark tone, there is some bush here which I want to show. The area which dries, there you can give more detail and wait for the other area to dry. So I want to make a bridge here, then the drawing will be over. In another 10 minutes I will finish it. Some green I want to show here also. This is far away. There is a bush here, so you can always have a contrast because the area is having too much of greenery. Detail on the tree. Now alternate tones of dark and light help to create a realistic effect. Now this area has dried. Let's do the thing which I wanted to do. A tree effect has to be done. Oh sorry, the bridge. So I have to just do it with the help of brush. So there is a line which I will create here, which is going down into the water. There is another line will grow. So this is a temporary, but the perspective has to be kept in mind. Left side it will be big, right side it will go and becoming small. And there is a line which I have to create here. This is the lower end of the bridge. Just with the help of lines it will give an effect, and we will not put emphasis on the so this is the upper end, and there is a part which is on the other side, so that I will do in the other part. You can watch and have a look. This is just to give an effect of some, otherwise everything will become tree only. So on the other side, the other end of the bridge will be small, and these are entering the water. So since they are entering the water will make them have a ripple effect. And I can put some shade of brown and put it horizontally. This much is enough. Don't have to give. And of course the lower side of the painting will be having some shade of the edge, the poles of the bridge are entering the water. So this, the part which is in the darker area, make it slightly dark. Now have a look. It's almost 90% done. If you have liked it, just give your comment below and give a like to the video, and definitely you can share it with as many people and help me in reaching out to more people, because if the video reaches to more people then they will benefit, because I know there are people who want to learn but they are not getting the right access. So this session is every time it is free. And if you have not, you can share. There is a link. Then there is a link of my other Instagram pages, Instagram account. Do connect on that, on my profile, and help me in reaching more people. And if you have still not subscribed, please subscribe the channel, and we will meet in our future sessions every week. So stay connected and do press that notification bell so that you don't miss out on anything which is happening on the channel. So till we meet in the next session, goodbye and take care.